All right, we'll call this take two. The my little mini bullet had technical issues, so we'll start over a little bit anyways. You just won't see the mixture prior to. This is actually a normal or a standard Sunday morning as I was attending Southern New Hampshire. It was actually prompted by a former classmate. I believe her name was Sherry. It was one of my first couple of courses back in the tail end of 2020, as I started in October that year. And she suggested, because we'd had discussion groups and I was at the time located in a hotel room due to COVID for actually over a year. And I decided that I no longer wanted to be subjected to or having my meals delegated by the grab and goes that were in the area. So I purchased the old air fryer and I started working with that and finding out that there was a lot that I could do with that. Now, also, I moved on and got into doing cakes. That's the majority of that, what is on the YouTube channel. And with cakes, they all have one thing in common, or a couple of things in common. Eggs, oil, water. Water doesn't have any flavor. I had issues with that. I'm like, well, if you're going to put something in there, why not put something with water content that's got flavor? So subsequently, I decided to utilize various combinations I have over 330 videos showing various combinations of fruit using those as the water content. Now, this is going to be a waterless cake, but it's also going to be a side variation because it's actually going to combine a cheesecake and a regular cake. So this is going to be, and I've already got the graham cracker crust already in the bottom of the cake pan. The oven's set at 350. Instead of the normal box cake, which has calls for 3 eggs, I use 4. 3 is basically the minimum that you're going to use on a cake to get it to bind. Use 4, it gives it a little bit extra. And I use olive oil. This has 1/2 cup of olive oil. Now, as I said, we had issues with the combination today, or actually the bullet, not the combination. The combination is actually mango strawberry. So it's going to be actually a mango strawberry cheesecake cake that's going to be in a chocolate or a German chocolate cake base. So I utilized these moments as a getaway from the books. Gave me a time to relax, did not have to deal with the books, not have to deal with work, although the people at work loved it when I come in on Monday because they knew that they would have something that they probably hadn't tasted before. So here is actually the strawberry mango combination. I'm going to add 1 cup of that. Actually, I'll do it after I add the milk. This is the cheesecake filling mix that I've got in here. I'll put 2 cups, I believe. Might be 2.5. I'll double check on that. But yeah, this is a quote, one way to get away from stress and actually be creative and do something that you can share with others. And actually, that first year, which actually the YouTube channel, I brought that up on February 27th of 2021, and I finished out the year with about 780 views, and actually I only asked that. Okay, so about a half a cup over on my milk, but be that as it may, I could short on this, but I don't want to take away on the flavor. So we got a cup of that. I'm only going to be using 1 cup out of that mixture to begin with. And throw that in there. Keep that handy. Put the milk away. But the following year, I had increased to over 1,800 views. I actually had comments from Japan, and I'm not sure where a couple of the others came from because they didn't annotate, but it has increased there. Actually, I'm just short of 5,000 views as of this year. And the countries include Mexico, India, Japan, Bangladesh, the United Kingdom, and Russia. I don't think I've forgotten any. It's possible. Also have had comments from various instructors and professors. Some have actually subscribed to the channel. But, as I said, there are a lot of various combinations. I have done kiwi, orange rind, and caramel as one. I have done mango blackberry. I have done a cherry banana bread. There is actually a vegan taco casserole online. But this is actually how, like I said, there's 334, at least 334 videos up there. And this is how I would spend the weekends getting away from the books, giving myself a little bit of a break, both from work as well as the studies. Alright, that is all set. Now we'll set that right over here, and we'll take a cup of this for my water content. And actually I save these, or the remainder, because it's still over a couple of cups, or at least a cup and a half of this. And sometimes I'll put it in little fruit bowls, or I've actually placed it on occasion. I've done it and put it in ice cube containers. And if I had any little wooden sticks that you can get at a lot of the handicraft places. Make your own popsicles. Alright, so that's in there. Now, yes, things with my SMHU journey, actually over 45 years ago, I was, quote, one of the accelerated students of my last year of high school. I only had 3 classes. The state actually had a program where state seniors were able to go to the local universities and take classes, and there was no charge. I took the one course in computer science with Fortran 4, Watt 4, Watt 5. That was in January of '78. I completed that course with 3.0, and completion was in May. Well, my high school graduation was in June. So I immediately enlisted into the Navy since I didn't want to place a burden on the family as far as financials and whatever. There were issues going on. We won't go there, but I was offered the nuclear power program, and that was something interesting. I actually loved physics. I was a math and science guy. Took my SAT in physics. Probably still the only one in the school that ever done that. But I served on a couple of strategic, boomer submarines, and there was got a nice re-enlistment bonus, which was actually more than what they were allowing for the fighter pilots. But being 2021, I opted to go out and spend a good portion of that on the 1981 brand new RX-7, which resulted in a very severe car accident that I was in intensive care for almost 2 weeks. Loss of speech, loss of memory, paralyzed on my right side. As you can see, right side's come back anyways. Speech, well, sometimes, let's just say my bluntness sometimes needs to be toned a little bit. We keep that in check for the most part. But, alright. And we'll get ready to throw in the German chocolate. Now, when you're using fruit as your water content, a couple of things, quote, on the science end of it that need to be considered is fruit is going to have a little bit different density. Hence, it's going to affect the cooking times. Most cakes are generally about 30 minutes. These are in upwards to an hour. Yes, I have also done in the past, take the little Pillsbury or whatever brand that you have locally for croissants, concocted and utilized fruit and inserted that into those. I've also taken the fluffy pastry dough and made semi turnovers, little treats. But creativity, trial and error. This YouTube channel actually provided me with what I consider to be a pretty good, valuable resource in a lot of the marketing courses, a lot of the courses overall, because it would allow me hands-on trial and error in utilizing which type of content would work. I was surprised that there was one video that was like 30 or 40 seconds, which actually got like almost 200 views right off the bat. It's like, really? Still, you know, I wasn't doing anything other than cutting up strawberries, fresh strawberries, and cutting those up. Somehow, combination of the words and how it was presented, almost 200 people actually decided that that was something that they might have been in search of. Alright, looks like we're just about done on this. This video is actually going to serve two purposes, because I'll utilize this as a download for my YouTube channel as well. I don't know if there's any infringement or any discrepancy, conditionals, or anything along that line with the fact that I was using it as well for SNHU, but we'll find out, I suppose. Alright. Yes, I can definitely smell the strawberries, and the mixture, I opted to use a lot less strawberries than I was on the mangoes, because mangoes in general are not a very powerful flavor. But there we go for that. I have some dishes to do. And now I like to always get the last bit off of this, or as much as I can, depending upon the weather. I may be going to one of my favorite eateries, or somewhat favorite. It's local, but there we go. This is, like I said, a typical Sunday. For me, getting away from the books, just waiting now for the confirmation, and getting the electronic diploma, and week to 10 days after that, the paper unit. So, hope you enjoy the weekend, possibly the video. Maybe even you'll go on the YouTube channel, Hotel Room Chef Clark, or you can also find it, do a pound in front of that name, or pound waterless cakes. Might get you over there as well. But take care, enjoy, stay safe, stay focused. Take the time out when you need it.